Greetings from Bermuda, this is BD Allow and welcome to Union of Gnomes Prologue, a kind of dark fantasy Slay the Spire where we lead an army of gnomes against the evil rule of Snow White. Let's jump in and see what it's like. Before we do though, I just want to point out that the Prologue is different from the demo version of Union of Gnomes, which is also currently available. So confusingly, these are two separate things. The demo version is kind of like a wave-based game where you're fighting waves of enemies. Prologue is much more like a standard Slay the Spire type experience. And I think Prologue, for my money at the moment, is the better experience. Let's jump in and have a look. Right, Chief, the Master ordered us to raise the village raspberries. The flame of resistance against his rule is still alight there. Foolish, worthless peasants. Miko's squad will take care of them in no time. The Master said he would reward us if we win. Make haste, we must assemble the squad in the barracks and move out. Okay, so we begin the game with a kind of base camp. Not much we can do here. The House of Gnomes just shows us all of the cards that are available. So in this game, every card is a gnome, which is kind of a cute take on things. There are two types of gnome. There are melee gnomes, which you can see in the top right corner here. And there are ranged gnomes, which you can see here. And how they are relevant will become apparent as we play. Let's just jump in and do that. Chief, we're in the barracks. The hero leads a squad of 10 gnomes. Here you can pick or swap squad members. Your combat tactics depends on the squad makeup. Our gnome brethren will join us during the mission. Choose carefully who you're adding to the squad to make it stronger. So yeah, these are our starting 10 gnomes. But if we want, from all of the gnomes that we have unlocked, we can swap those out and change our starting squad. I am just going to leave it as it is for now. There is also a headquarters building here, which is where we can pick our hero character. Now that hero character we will get, this is kind of like the meta progression, so we can gain characteristic points as we go. We can also gain talent points, and they will let us kind of go up these trees and add points to various stats that will add various benefits to our hero as we go. But for now we won't worry about any of that. Let's go onward. Bro, we've been waiting for you. The boys are ready to rip and tear anyone who dares to oppose the Master's will. Raspberries is the last stronghold of the local peasant resistance. Do you need me to explain what's on the mission map? I think we can figure it out ourselves. So let's see what we can see. So standard Slay the Spire map, heading up to a boss up at the top here. We've got easy encounters here. We've got normal battles here. We have a place where we can get more gnomes here, a place where we can get restore health by wieners, which are these things here. And you'll see the importance of those in a minute. And also upgrade gnomes in our squad as well. We've got elite battles. We've got the opportunity to do events basically here and get loot at spots like this. So as will become apparent, wieners are pretty essential. So I'm going to go this way, which will let me get some more. Now you'll see every time that we move on the map, there is a travel cost to move to that node in wieners. And the cost is dependent on the gnomes that we have in our squad. So the total sum of the wieners of all the gnomes in our squad is how much it costs to move a node on the map. And currently that is 17. So as we add more gnomes to our squad, we are going to be increasing the cost of moving on the map, and the better the gnome we add, the higher the wiener cost of that gnome. And so we got to kind of balance those two things. For now, let's just travel here and we'll see how the game is played. So this is us over on the left hand side. This is our enemy or enemies over on the right. As usual, the icon above the head tells us what they're going to do. This is their health, this is our health. If our health falls to 0, we lose the run. If their health falls to 0, we win the battle. Every round we will draw 5 cards. Most of them have a mana cost in the top left corner. Some of them do not. This is our mana down here. One big difference in this game compared to other games is that we only replenish 1 mana at the beginning of each turn. And to get more mana back, we have to play cards that will give us mana. And so in our starting deck, we have these mana lads, for example, who will give us a mana when we play them. And this one will also heal us if we have armor when we do that. The hero that we're playing with at the moment is who gives us these starting adjustments. He also gives us -1 damage to melee attack cards. So we want to kind of prefer ranged attack. If there were multiple enemies here, we can only hit the enemy at the front with a melee attack card, and we can hit anybody with a ranged attack card. This guy is going to increase his strength by 5, which means he will hit us for more damage in subsequent rounds. So we're just going to try and kill him as quickly as possible. We've got a spotter here. Spotter means the next ranged attack card will deal a critical hit, which is double damage. And given we've got the Mana Lad, I think we can afford to play that. We will then play the Mana Lad to get 1 mana back, and then we can play a Machine Gun. Does 6 damage 2 times. That's going to crit, so that's going to be 24 damage. He's going to be nearly dead. End our turn. He does his thing, increases his strength by 5. He's now going to hit us for 9. We got only 1 mana back. However, the melee gnomes don't use mana, which is another one advantage of the melee gnomes. The disadvantage being, of course, they can only hit the enemy in the front. But we can kill you with that, so we'll just do that. And we'll move on. After each battle, we get a number of coins, which we're going to be able to spend on stuff, and experience, which is basically the meta progression. When we get enough experience to level up, that's when we get a talent point that we can spend, which will give us some bigger benefits. Okay, so we have a choice to add a gnome to our squad. Flag Gnome selects and draws 1 gnome from the wagon, i.e. our deck. Mana Cook selects and discards 1 gnome, gives us 2 mana. Or a Swordsman who will just deal 5 damage. Or we can reject the gnome if we don't want any of them. Because of the wiener cost, I'm actually going to reject these. And I'm going to try and stick with what I've got and just upgrade them. So let's see how we do. So another 17 wieners to travel to the next node. If we run out of wieners, our gnomes in our squad will start fainting, which means the card will become unusable until we reach a point on the map where we can replenish our wieners. So we really don't want that to happen. Okay. This guy is... I forget what these are. This is weakening us. This is... I think casting a debuff. There is a glossary here, which not all of the icons are in it. This really needs a mouse over to explain what these are. But anyway, we'll just go with it. He's hitting us for 5. So let's start by... what have we got here? We can select and discard a gnome to get strength 2. Increases the damage that we deal by 2. Things like strength decay by 1 point every turn. Block carries over between turns. Can't give that. Slingshot deals 6 damage. If it crits, we apply poison, which will be damage over time. And same over here. So let's just hit you with that. If we use Spotter and then Slingshot, that guarantees this is going to crit for 12 damage and apply 2 poison. So I guess we will do that. That's not quite going to kill him. That's the best we can do right now. So you can see he takes the damage at the start of his turn. We are going to we're going to give ourselves some. Well, can either give us some armor and then heal a bit. I've got 2 mana lads actually. Yeah, okay, so we'll do that. Do that, heal, do that, heal again. Now we've got 2 mana. Now we can use the machine gun. We've been weakened though, so we're doing less damage with it. But that is enough to kill you. And our 5 blocks is 5 damage. Okay. I think I'm just going to hit you with that. I am going to get more armor and more mana. And we'll discard that gnome for 2 strength. It's going to decay to 1 strength on our next turn, but it's a little help. He put a spiky in our deck, deals 5 damage to us when added to our hand. Unplayable, but will be removed at the end of our turn. Don't have enough mana to play the machine gun, but we've got the mana lad again. So I'm going to do that. And yeah, let's just machine gun you. 6 damage coming in. I love the art in this game. I think the art is absolutely fantastic. The animations, really, really good. I wish more games of this style paid more attention to the art and the animations. Okay, hit you with that. Let's get some armor and a heal and hit you with that. Let's put another spiky in our deck. Okay, so we can Aerosmith, we get rid of the spiky, we can Mana Lad. This is guaranteed a sorry, no, not guaranteed a crit, we didn't play Spotter. Give me more mana and let's machine gun you and finish the fight. Okay. Choice of a new gnome, swordsman. Again, herald, draws 2 gnomes and applies mark 1 to the hero, i.e. us. So we will receive critical damage. So that doesn't seem great. Gives weak 1, decreases the damage the character deals by 50%, and 8 armor. So we can choose whether we want to apply that to us or to the enemy. Again, I'm going to reject that. Keep our wiener usage low. Travel to the next battle. Okay, I think so machine gun is gonna do 12. If we could give ourselves the strength, that would be 16, which is still not quite enough to kill the dog. How much? 3 damage coming in. I can live with that. Oh, we're gonna discard 1. Let's discard you. Hit you with that. Mana Lad. And a bit of armor. Hit you with that, and we've got Mana Eater put into our deck by her, which is really annoying. Drains our mana by 1 when added to our hand, but then it gets ripped up. Also inflicted poison on us, so now we're taking damage over time as well. She's gonna heal. Give me a mana. That healed us as well, because we have armor. I guess machine gun's still good. She had no armor, so we don't get the dodge. Is it worth using this for 3 damage? I think not. I think I'm going to save my mana. Okay, you're only hitting us for 2, so... I can't get any more mana this turn though. So give me a bunch of armor. I've got 4 poison. Oof. Okay, give me mana and a heal. I'll hit you with that. Weakened again. Hit you for a glorious 2 damage. With that, we're just going to have to gradually chip her down. This poison is a problem, as is the lack of mana draw. What we really want to do is upgrade these mana lads as soon as we get the opportunity to do so. Okay, give me strength. Actually works out the same amount of damage, but okay. Into 5. The mana lad, you for free. We don't need more armor, so we'll save the mana. What, she's got 2 hit points. Oh, God, we draw 2 mana eaters, so all our mana's gone. She inflicts more poison on us. Okay, mana, and that will do the job. Just before she healed. Bone Setter. Select and draw one gnome from the discard pile. Delete all targets' armor. Situationally useful. Mana Cook. Maybe we need more ways to get mana. So I'm going to take the Mana Cook. So now we are spending 21 wieners to travel, and we are already close to running out. Fortunately, we've reached a shop. So we've got choice: buying wieners, restoring our health, or training gnomes. We definitely need to buy wieners. I would say we need to get... I can't look at the map from here. I say we need to get over 100, and spending the rest of our money on training gnomes, maybe one heal. Let's upgrade the Mana Lad for 25. After every upgrade, the cost goes up by 25. Make that a strength 3. Upgrading that gives spotter 2. We can upgrade that for more armor. This is increasing the heal that the Mana Lad does as well. Yeah, okay, let's do that. Let's upgrade both of them. And then take 1 health as well. And then onwards. Or heal for 10 health. Okay, but now we're going to fight an elite. Sure, that'd be fine. A thug and a catcher. You're hitting us for a fair amount, so let's get some block. And we're just going to work on the guy at the front first, I think. Okay, we actually don't need any more mana. Maybe we've got too much mana generation now. Possibly have upgraded some of the damage dealing stuff. Okay, 6 damage twice. I should maybe have done that with Spotter, and then we could probably have killed him. Oh, well, too late now. I could do Spotter with Slingshot. That won't quite kill him. So let me block and Slingshot. They've stuck a prisoner in our deck who's unplayable. But he's good for discarding for the Arrowsmith, I guess. So let's do that. We'll hit you with that, which doesn't quite kill you either. Use the Mana Cook, get rid of the Spotter. So at least we're back on full mana. I think that guy is up to 8 damage. Okay, let's get rid of you. Armor, armor, mana, mana, and heal. And then get this guy down as quick as we can. So 6 damage twice. Mana Cook and get rid of Chained. The downside of doing that is the Chained guy now stays in our discard pile and will come back into our deck, whereas if we'd left him in our hand, he would have been ripped up. However... Another prisoner. 2 prisoners now. God, great. Let's hit you with that. Hit you with that. Mana Lad. Turn. Oh no, those don't get ripped up. Sorry. They stay in our deck. Oh god, no way of actually dealing damage. How much damage are you dealing to us? 5. Okay, so I'll put that up. He's nearly dead, so I don't really need Spotter. So let's put more block up and heal. Save our mana for next turn. Just finish him off with a machine gun. Okay, Kung Fu Master will apply training ×4. So that is a buff that we get. which means after 4 turns, all our melee gnomes will deal critical damage for 1 turn. Chainy deals 7 damage and adds a chained to our wagon, which is, I think, just a card that we can't play. I think we had one of those in the last fight. And Speedy deals 4 damage and draws 1 card. The drawing a card is actually quite nice if we can draw into mana generation. So I'm going to take Speedy, I think. I might look to upgrade him as well. Okay, quest. Devil of the Gnomes. At nightfall, you set up camp and build a large fire to cook dinner. Suddenly, flames shoot up into the sky and the Devil of Gnomes appears. He offers you a bargain. He will enhance your warrior's strength, but you must sacrifice some of your health. It's a deal. Choose a gnome and lose 6 health, or put the fire out. I think 6 health is a bargain for upgrading a gnome, so I'm going to do that. And I am going to do what I said, and... where's Speedy gone? Where did Speedy go? There he is. Okay, upgrade you for free. We can do it again if we want. Lose 8 health this time. You know, I think that's worth it. I think we'll do that. I think we'll upgrade our machine gun because we play that anytime we get it, and that increases it from 6 damage twice to 8 damage twice. And then I think we'll put out the fire because 11 health is just a little bit too much to spend on to another elite. Oh my god, the pigeon. Okay, so pigeons are bad. They have flock. Each turn, 1 pigeon will summon more pigeons to every vacant tile on the battlefield. And there are 3 vacant well, there are 3 positions on the battlefield, so there are 2 vacant tiles. So if we don't kill him this turn, we're going to get 2 more pigeons appear. And then basically, we will have to kill all of them on the same turn. Otherwise, more pigeons will just keep appearing. It's a bit of a nightmare. So, give me 2 strength. Get rid of that. We'll do Speedy. We'll do Nombo. And we did not kill him. And that is not good. Oh god. So now we have 3 pigeons to deal with. They're all quite low health, but yeah, we basically got to kill them all on the same turn is the deal with the pigeons. So slingshot the back guy, slingshot the front guy. Give us some armor and play a mana lad. And we don't want to play spotter. Okay, machine gun is OP for what we need. We need 3 separate ways to damage them. Which we do have. Okay. However, this does 4 damage. This does 6. This does a lot. So if we machine gun the front one, we number the second one, and we slingshot the third one, and we win. Okay. Alright, the hero reached level 2. So he receives character points and talents. They can be distributed at the hero screen. A new gnome of the hero's clan is also available, and we can add him to our squad in the barracks. So yeah, 1 talent point, 3 characteristic points, and we unlocked this guy. We can also add a gnome to our squad, as usual. Dr. Gnome heals 7 HP once per battle. Weaponsmith gives strength 2. Herald, draw 2 gnomes and applies Mark 1 to us. Dr. Gnome seems pretty good, having a way to heal, so we'll take him. And on to another hideout, just before our wieners run out. So let's buy some more. What have we got? 106. Let's restore some health. Let's train some gnomes. Who do we want to train? I think we want to train the Dr. Gnome so he heals us for more. And probably Guardsman. Let's get some more armor. And we can now also upgrade our hero with the points that we've just got. So characteristic points can be spent to increase our gnome damage, increase our hero's HP, give a bonus to armor gnomes, give us a dodge chance, a crit chance, give us more mana, and so on. Some of them require multiple characteristic points to be spent before we get any bonus, and that's these arrows here. So I'm actually going to put, I think I'm going to put all 3 of them into endurance just to boost our HP. And then I'm going to save that. And then talents, we've got a choice of Hunter's Reflexes. When we lose our armor, we receive dodge 1. Poison Master +1 to all poison debuffs that we apply. Or Marksman +1 damage to ranged attack cards. I think that is probably the best one for us now. And you can see as we unlock these, we'll also make available the next tier in the tree as well, all the way up to the top there. But for now, we just got the 1 talent point, so we'll do that. And continue on. Return. Spend all our money. Leave. And on to the boss. We may have not needed to buy those wieners, but anyway. Neveljashka. Neveljashka swing. For each hit received, it increases their attack power by 1. So, okay. Let's get some armor. Let's hit you for 7. So you increase your attack power by 1. You go up to hitting us for 2 damage. Replenish our mana. We've got all of our mana generation in our starting hand. That's less than ideal. Oh, I should have played them just for the heal, actually. Oh well. Oh god, you put up 13 block. Okay. We want the strength 2. I think we're actually better just playing machine gun and then playing speedy. Try and get through our deck back to our mana generation cards faster. Okay, so this is the deal with this boss. So however much block they have, they will hit us for that much block. So they go through phases of increasing the block by ever increasing amounts and then hitting us with whatever block we haven't managed to get rid of. So we need to get rid of it pretty quickly. Which is a little bit scary. We'll play Spotter. We'll play the Guardsman, the Mana Lad. We now have 1 dodge, so we've got a 50% chance to avoid damage. But 1 dodge only lasts a turn. She's going to... this basically clears all buffs and debuffs that are on her. I think we just hit you with that and that crit because of the card we previously cast, which was good. And then I'm going to hit you for more damage with that. End our turn. Immune. So she'll go through a cycle of immune, attack, block, and then hit us with the block. We've got 2 block currently, so put up some more block. Play a Mana Lad. Play Mr. Speedy, Mr. Slingshot, Gnome Bow, and we don't have any cards to discard, so we can effectively play that without having to take any penalty. So you can see now, rather than putting up 10 block, she's going to put up 20 block next go. We don't have anything to deal with large amounts of block. That's where that Melter-like card would have been good. But we didn't take it, so too bad. We also can't play Spotter and Machine Gun this time. So... I guess we do Machine Gun and Slingshot. I think that Strength card really needs upgrading before it's worth playing. Okay, Speedy. Hit and draw. Mana Lad. We're going to need some armor. We are going to want to heal again and get some more mana. We're going to get hit for 12. But at least her block goes away after she does that attack. Okay, machine gun again. And slingshot. Just want to kill her as quickly as possible rather than worrying about putting too much block up. Play you, mana lad. And block, I should have done that the other way so that I got a heal there as well, but... She's down to 14. Yeah, I guess we play... Well... I guess we want to play Dr. Gnome now. That... And Mana Lad. Could have done that better. Dirty block. The little strength boost helps machine gun though. So and we'll do that so we get a dodge, given she's got block. So actually that's not bad, only 5 damage coming in. 7 health, 7 damage. Nice. Okay, we have rescued some of our gnomes. Freed gnomes can be added to the starting squad. They may also join the squad in the mission as volunteers. Bonk, he will apply stun. Slipper deals 1 damage. If he misses, he returns to our hand and gets +1 damage. Heartbreaker applies Throes of Love. When healing, the target deals damage instead of restoring health. Applies Unkillable. You cannot be killed. Health cannot fall below 1 and not even poison can kill us. Shield Basher deals damage equal to the hero's armor. The hero loses all his armor, can be used once per battle. So just like the boss ability. Hey, hey, wake up! Boys, he's talking in his sleep. What's he saying? No, that won't happen. I won't let it. Bro, stop slapping him so hard. You'll snap his neck. Oh, he's awake. Morning, Chief. You're finally awake. The lads who ran away from Nomontanamo found you in a creepy mask in the dungeons below the prison. Nico says you lost your memory. I believe you're a danger to Snow White if she hid you so well. King signed a decree a couple of days ago for capturing all 3 gnomes and sending them for re-education to Nomontanamo. Now the only safe place for gnomes is here in the resistance camp. Nomontanamo? Wow, you really missed a lot. Snow White opened up the Nomontanamo Center to re-educate gnomes. They play her charming song there day and night to hypnotize gnomes that she sells us as slaves. And now they're capturing all 3 gnomes. Won't hide in forests like rats. Freedom to the gnomes! Alright. So we can, if we want, we can change our starting squad with the new cards that we unlocked. I'm just going to go straight on though. So that first section kind of acted as a tutorial. Chapter 2, Stranger Things. We have to complete Chapter 1 to unlock it. Okay, that was not Chapter 1. Yeah, it was. That was the tutorial that we did. Okay. Speaker Lumion, admirers of Her Excellency Snow White. Heed Our Lady's words. A fugitive band of gnomes is hiding in these lands. The scoundrels have fought against those who feed them and are wreaking havoc. They're dangerous and treacherous, so citizens are advised to stay alert. A warden from Nomontanamo will find them soon enough. Also, our sweet lady Snow White offers a reward of 10 gold pieces for each wild gnome captured. In order to maintain peace in the kingdom, all wild and dangerous gnomes will be sent to Nomontanamo for re-education by the magnificent Snow White. Who's this creepy clown guy? Oh, it's Lumion, Snow White's speaker. He's a real creep. Some say he washes his face every morning with gnomes' tears as they're writhing from pain to keep his skin fair. She ordered him to make everyone in the kingdom learn about the free gnome capture decree number 628 as soon as possible. Radar, do you copy? Looks like there's a reward. That's bad. It means the warden has picked up our scent and he's coming closer to our camp. They give rewards for the resistance gnomes to make all locals hunters. Chief, if you feel alright, go with Mikio. You must stop the warden from finding our camp. Alright. So yeah, the game is structured across 3 chapters, and we can also unlock these optional kind of side missions as well. So let's begin with chapter 1. So this is basically just reiterating what that has just told us. Let's begin. Hey Chief, I'm Bro, the bravest, the handsomest, and simply the best of the best. Like to brawl? Me too. Like to eat? Me too, twice as much. I journeyed across the entire kingdom with Mikio and the lads. Sorry, Mikio. I call him Mikio. So I'll be telling you what's going on and where and why. Radar told me you're not right in the head. I mean that you lost your memory or something. But don't worry, Bro. Bro will always be with you. You're in good hands. Where are we? We're in the Forgotten Grove. The name speaks for itself. We're out in the middle of nowhere on the western end of the kingdom, my brother. It's a good hiding place, so that's where we set up our resistance camp. The warden is coming from the Gnome GCC up north. We'll come straight at him and attack him before he discovers our camp. Is it a safe path? The warden snoops are lurking around, and after Lumion set a price on our heads, all local peasants will be looking for us in every nook and cranny. Guerrilla warfare is our second nature. Look at the ground map. There are hideouts marked with wieners along the route, where our squad can rest and recover. Mark means meeting places where you'll find other gnome guerrillas willing to join our squad. Coo. Dang it. Radar, come in. It's Bro. Do you know anything about this flying thingamajig with one gigantic eye? Kind of looks like a pigeon. Copy, Bro. It's a rare species. These are Snow White's tame pigeons. They were among the first enchanted by her song. Some say she used to practice her singing on them, but poor pigeon brains couldn't handle the song. And that's how these critters came about. They feed on gnome meat, so be careful. Pigeons flock together. Where there's one, there may be hundreds. If the pigeons are here, Snow White must be furious about Miko's escape. Don't forget, animals can be enchanted by Snow White's song too. Any street dog, any goat may be your enemy. Alright. So into chapter 1 proper, but very much like the tutorial, progressing our way up to a boss at the top. And as with the tutorial, we kind of need to go the wiener route. So let's go in that direction. And we're back to our starting squad. So it's not like Axe of Slay the Spire where your deck carries over from one to the next. Each of these is its own sort of self-contained adventure. Okay, so we have a catcher. So give me some block. Let's hit you with that. And I'm going to put Spotter up. We did get machine guns, so we will do that. Guarantees a crit, and that guarantees a kill. Blinder applies blind 1. Sedative applies immune to all enemies and debuffs them, so they cannot receive buffs or debuffs. Or unkillable, we cannot be killed. Or I could choose to not take any. I'm going to take Sedative. Having the ability to get rid of their buffs can be useful. West. Your team discovers a hefty chest but doesn't know what's inside. Gnomes near you start to chant. Open it, open it. And we find 100 gold and a mushroom thing, which is basically allows us to respec our points that we spend in the talent tree. Okay, onto the hideout. Again, we mainly need to buy wieners, so I'm going to buy a bunch of them. We don't need to restore health, so I'm going to spend the rest training my gnomes once again. The mana lads are going to get top priority, and the machine gun I can't afford, so we'll have to upgrade him later. Another quest. I'm managing to avoid all the fights. The road curves around a hill, presenting a small caravan of human merchants with cages containing gnomes. The sight of a squadron of armed gnomes surprises humans. What should we do? To battle, let's free our kin, buy out the gnomes, or leave. I think we should go to battle and free our kin from the terrible slavers. You're hitting us for a lot though, aren't you? Okay. Let's go. Machine gun, and gnome bow, and I think I'd rather save the mana again. Okay, give me armor, and mana and heal, and hit you with that, mana and heal. There's taking prisoners in our deck. Surprisingly, we need to do 9 damage to kill, which we could do if we played that and got rid of that, and hit him with that. And give me more armor and mana and heal again. Okay, 4 damage coming in is fine. Let's go there with you. Now, you do have dodge, but I'm actually not going to hit you again this turn anyway, so I don't really need to use sedative to get rid of it. I really need the block, so we'll put Spotter up and play Mana Lad, and end our turn. Hopefully that sets us up for some big damage next turn. Yes, machine gun. Guaranteed crit, followed by slingshot and a kill. The slaves are defeated and you free the captured gnomes from their cages. Freedom from the gnomes, 500 experience. And hide and shield gives weak 1 and 8 armor. Can be applied to us or the enemy. And stonemason deals 9 damage once per battle. We have to take them, which is kind of downside. We've got the wieners, I guess. That's fine. You found a bottle of gnome cider. You pull out the cork and inhale a delicious raspberry aroma with hints of blackcurrant and mint. Drink it by myself or give it to the squad. I think drinking it by yourself heals you, so I'm going to give it to the squad. And that gives us even more wieners. We are set for wieners. We have more wieners than we will ever need. Now, which I suppose does mean I can expand my squad with some good gnomes. If I get the opportunity to do that. Okay, 8 damage coming in. Block, mana, spotter, mana. Hope for our machine gun. Nope. So it's guaranteed crit for the next ranged attack. Question is, do I want to do it on you? Yeah, I think I do, given you're dealing more damage to us. So we'll play Arrowsmith, get rid of sedative. And then he will die to poison at the start of his turn. Dog with our melee card. Let's discard you. For some reason I thought that was giving me mana. I don't know why I thought that. Giving me strength. Okay, well, not much else I could have done anyway. Armor and mana and heal. And slingshots. Be hitting 4-3. I'll save the mana then. Okay, spotter, mana lad, slingshot. It's a kill. Spartacus removes all cursed gnomes in the hand and deals 15 damage to the target for each removed gnome. Apply unkillable or another hide and shield. I think we reject them. Oh, maybe I should have taken the unkillable one. Okay, well, too late now. We do have the wieners. Don't want to dilute my deck too much though. Okay, the cookies are gonna do heals, so we kind of want to get rid of him first. So let's play Spotter, followed by Stonemason. That's 20 damage. Hit you with that. Play that. I really don't like Hide and Shield. I need to get rid of that card. Yeah, and he gets strength as well. Let's discard the prisoner. However, I can get rid of his strength with a sedative. So let's do that. Give ourselves some armor first, and then that, and then we get a heal as well. He's healing for 8. Can I kill him before he does that? Yes, I can. And since you're not attacking us, I'll attack you. Hitting for 8. Okay, gain strength 2, get rid of that. Mana Lad. Hit with that. Get some block. Okay, Spotter. Mana. Armor. And Arrowsmith. Get rid of that. We're guaranteed crit, and we've got +2 damage next turn. Unfortunately, we don't have the mana to play machine gun. Okay, well, good enough. Okay, apply blind. That or another Doctor Gnome. No, wait, not another Doctor Gnome. That was our last run. Actually, kind of doing all right. So I think I'm going to reject all of those. We'll go to the meeting point. Okay, we can hire gnomes, or we can get rid of a gnome. I think we are going to get rid of... where are you? Hide and Shield. Anybody else I want to get rid of? I don't think so. I think I'm happy with everybody else. Do I want to buy anybody else? Nope, I don't think so. 3 damage and give strength. Nah, we're good. To the boss. Tutor. Fearsome looking lad. Alright. Armor. Damage. Mana. Damage. Mana. Let's do... I could do Spotter and Stonemason for 20 damage. Or I could do Arrowsmith and Machine Gun for 18, but I would have 1 strength next turn as well, and it would give us 1 more damage here. It's probably slightly better, I think. So let's do that. And that. That. We don't need sedative. You've got no buffs we need to get rid of right now. You are going to hit us for 6 though. So put up some armor. Slingshot. Slingshot. Okay, yeah, so this is what's coming from the talent that we picked. 2 chain gnomes, huh? And a prisoner. That's a bit rough. Fine, Arrowsmith. Oh, he's removed at the end of the turn, so we want to leave him in our hand. We'll get rid of prisoner instead. Stays there regardless. keeps cursing us and adding these things to our deck. Okay, Manalad, Machine Gun. I'm going to play Stonemason now. Twelve armor. Okay, well this will give us a dodge. Although you're not attacking us this turn anyway, so doesn't make a huge amount of difference. But we can do that. Now you're attacking us for 10. So armor and Manalad. We could get rid of his strength buff with this, but it's not really worth it, I don't think. So let's play that. Let's get rid of... Well, I could have got rid of Prisoner, doesn't matter. 9 and 9 and dead. Alright, 500 experience, some shrooms, and a Doppel Gnomes. Duplicate the selected gnome can be used once per battle. Master of Puppets selects and discards one gnome, gives us 8 armor. Fitter Gnome applies immune to the hero and heals 4/4. And those cards now available in future in runs, I guess. Chief, do you copy? The pursuers from No Montanamo are gone. Miko told me you fought like a lion and even commanded the squad while he was showering enemies with arrows. You've got to be our gift from the Great Seven. Come back to the camp, we'll patch you up. Why come back to the camp? We must go to No Montanamo and free our brothers. Chief, do you copy? We have a new problem, Chief. Rocco is missing. He's the crazy hero from the Street Fighters clan. All his squad is missing, too. He went into the Gnome Forest to warn our families about gnomes being captured. Last time we contacted him, he was near the crossroads. Come back to the camp, we must prepare before going looking for Rocco. Do we need to go back to the camp? Well, we could if we wanted to play around with our deck a little bit. Okay. Chief in the barracks. Yes, we saw this before. I think we did anyway. Do we want to change any of these up? So the different locations have different modifiers for them as well, actually. So the crossroads. Okay, Chief, my man, glad to be working with you. Let's go find Rocco. He's the crazy street fighter. He went missing on his way to the Gnome Forest. Here's the gist. The Gnome Forest is the motherland of all gnomes, the cradle of our people. It's the safest place for us and our forefathers live there. They brew cider, play checkers, and make wieners, and we come home and visit them from family celebrations or during holidays. These lands are dearest to every gnome. Rocco's gone missing out there and hasn't contacted us for a week. Rocco contacted us somewhere around the crossroads and warned us that gnome hunters were popping up here already, but they were no big deal for his fighter squad. He said he'd found a shortcut to the Gnome Forest. And radar heard a hiss and the radio cut off. A bun! Ro grabs the bun and bites half of it. Yummy! Mushrooms too. Oh look, there's another one, and another. They're leading somewhere. Looks like it's a tasty shortcut to the Gnome Forest. Mystery solved. Rocco went into the Gnome Forest and left buns to show us the way. Bro, that's suspicious. Gnomes know how to get there already. Don't be paranoid, Chief. I'll tell you what happened. Rocco saw there were loads of gnome hunters here and decided to show a safe path with whatever he had on him. And he hasn't contacted us because he must have met our bros and was just so happy he forgot. You'll see, these buns will lead us to our bros in the Gnome Forest. We'll eat some wieners, drink some cider. Look, who's that? Don't follow the buns. She'll catch ya, she'll shell ya, she'll chew ya. I'll shave you from my granddaughter. Wait, what? The hag grabs Bro and runs away through the wheat field. Chief, she got me. Somebody help, she's stealing gnomes in broad daylight. Squad, she stole our brother, follow her. Alright, so, yes, Chapter 2, Stranger Things. If we win this, we will unlock a second hero that we could play with. Strange buns. Gnomes and gnome hunters in this region stuff themselves with strange buns. All buffs and debuffs of gnomes and enemies are doubled in every battle during this mission. So, that might make us want to do something like focus on a more poison-based deck. Because now, rather than dealing poison 2, this would deal poison 4 if it crits. So how might we do that? We have a Toxic Knight deals 4 damage and applies poison 2. So we could swap Gnombo out for him. Feels like a decent move. He's 1 wiener more expensive. That's okay. We kind of still need Spotter in order to make these crit. And deal the poison damage. We have Toxic, selects and discards a gnome and applies poison 4, which will become poison 8. Maybe I want to kind of, maybe I want to swap a slingshot for a Toxic. What else have we got? Probably leave it at that. I think Spotter is still useful for making poison proc here. It's still useful for helping machine gun crit, even though it is expensive. Again, we just need to upgrade our mana, lads. So let's try that. Let's try a more poison-oriented deck. It seems like it would be better suited here. Begin. Okay. Which direction the wiener's in? They're in this direction, so that's the way we're going to go. I don't know how you would... As one of the criticisms of the game, it's like, I don't know how you would survive if you went this way. Like, you would run out of wieners pretty quickly, and then your gnomes would be fainting, and then it would be all over. This chapter is longer than the last one, though. If we get wieners here, we have no more opportunities to get wieners until we get all the way to... well, no more opportunities to get wieners, basically, which is problematic. Yeah, but there's not a lot we can do about that. Gotta save up all our money and spend them on wieners. See how far we can get. Okay, so Toxic Knight. I want to use Toxic, but if I use him last, I won't need to discard anybody. I want to get rid of the boy first. So he's going to be debuffing me. And if he applies poison on me, that'll be really bad. He will also be applying double weak. Well, so he's applying double weak to what he would normally do. He's trying to cleanse himself. However, as long as we can hit him, which we can with that, he will be dead at the start of his turn. Mana lad. Let's go with Arrowsmith. It doesn't matter. Let's play the other one anyway. Arrowsmith is better now because strength is doubled as well. So we'd get more benefit out of that. Except we don't have a whole pile we can do with it. He will die on his next go. But let's not wait that long. And Mickey has reached level 3, so we can level him up again. The next step on this talent tree, each point of mana restored above the maximum increases the damage of ranged gnomes by +1 on this turn. However, Poison Master +1 to all poison debuffs that the hero applies. That is perfectly suited to us now. We'll take that. What else do we want? A dodge chance and a crit chance. I mean, we could take a crit chance given we've got that card that applies poison when it crits. We're not usually having a way to apply it, and that's just good for other pits as well. So yeah, let's do that. Let's boost our crit chance. And choose a card. Needle deals 5 damage and applies vulnerability 2, which will now be vulnerability 4, which reduces the amount of armor that the enemy will receive. Or we've got sedative again on Mana Cook. I'll take sedative. I think that's potentially useful. Actually, maybe not as useful because we're relying on applying poison. So if we apply sedative, we will get rid of the poison that we're applying. But yeah, so maybe that actually wasn't a good pick. Okay. Toxic Knight. I think I'm just gonna focus on the fungi. Lock mana. Let's see, we've got 3 mana. So I'm gonna play. No, give me that. Let's play Toxic on you and get rid of Slingshot. Aerosmith. One mana, 10 damage twice. Would kill the guard. Yeah, I guess. Get him out of the way. I'm gonna do Aerosmith first. I think probably not. Do that. Do that. Do Slingshot. Maybe we should have. Maybe we should have. Let's do it now. God, I'm taking damage. Okay. Get me some heal here with that. So you're on 16 poison. Okay, so he's dead. Took a bit of a beating. Thief applies mine ×2. All healing, armor, and bugs sent to the enemy are received by us instead. And mark 1 to the hero. Weaponsmith strength ×2. Not so useful when we're doing poison. A needle. I'm going to reject that. Yeah, given we don't have many opportunities to get wieners, we do want to keep our squad pretty tight, I think. Your team of gnomes stands in front of an abandoned prison cage and it appears that someone is still inside. No, I don't want another gnome. Oh god, 2 more gnomes. Draw 2 gnomes and apply mark 1 to hero. Draw 2 gnomes and apply drunk 2 to hero. 50% chance to deal crit, 50% chance to miss. That's not great, that's awful. 29 wieners per movement on the map. This is a problem. I really need to train my gnomes, otherwise my chances of winning the next fights are not good. But unless I spend all my money on wieners, my gnomes are going to start fainting just before we get to the boss. Well. Oh, God. It's terrible. Maybe we train 1. Retrain a mana lad. I gotta buy more wieners, unfortunately. And even that is probably not going to be enough to get us to the end. It feels like some of the battles could do to have wieners as a reward as well, but I'm pretty sure they don't. Okay, cat. Cat is bad news. 1 damage 5 times. This will go up by 1 every turn. So he pretty quickly gets out of control. So let's kill him. So strength 4, Get rid of that. Slingshot you, Mana Lad, and Toxic you. Maybe actually we should have put that on her because yeah, she poisons us. She poisons us for a lot as well. Okay, so the which the block is not gonna do anything for us, but yikes! I think we've got a problem. I wish I could apply. I wish I could apply that to me. Draw 2 gnomes and apply drunk 4 to us. Let's do it. Oh, we didn't get a mana gnome. So for the next 4 turns, 50-50 chance of missing or critting. Mana Lad. Where are all our attack cards gone? Yeah, I don't want to draw more again. Don't need the blocks, I'm saving the mana. Okay, well let's just... Oh god, I can't even... I think I'm better actually putting poison on it than... Because that's guaranteed to hit, I believe. So we'll do that, we'll do slingshot, and it crit as well. Great, okay, good, she's dead. Could have been bad. I mean, our health is still pretty low. Slingshot sniper, 6 damage, 50% chance to crit. Apply stun. I can't afford to take any more gnomes. The gnomes I've got are already too expensive. Another girl. Okay, she's got to go. Toxic Knight. We need to not take damage. So, don't play that yet. If we played that, we'd have to discard him. So, just gonna go do it this way around instead. Strength for next turn. Okay, toxic on you. 5 damage twice. Not enough. We've got 7 poison on us. I don't have enough attack cards. I feel like I've put too many support type cards in my deck. And now I think we are dead. Are we dead? I've got to win this turn or we're dead. 4 damage twice. 2 damage applied poison. 5. So that does 8 damage. We survived. We survived with 2 health. Dr. Gnome, we could use you. We could use you. My god, there's no way. There's absolutely no way that we make it. We're going to run out of wieners after the next 2 moves anyway. Our squad's going to start fainting. Yeah, this is really bad. Got no block either. I think are we dead? Are we just straight up dead? Hit you with that. Hit you with that. Toxic you. Better than doing 7 damage with a chance of actually risking the crit is probably better. No, we didn't get it. Oh, we can do both. Do both. She's still not dead. She will die before she poisons us at least. But we literally cannot take even a single point of damage. That's unfortunate. Because that's exactly what we're going to take. Killed. But when we die, we just return to the camp because all of these runs are self-contained. We basically just get the opportunity to take another crack at that run. So any previous runs that we've completed successfully stay unlocked. We just continue working our way through here. We did also unlock this mission over here, this optional mission. I'll quickly show you that. I'll quickly show you that. See how far we get. It's ridiculously difficult. Crazy cat lady. There's an old house on the hill, and according to rumor, the mistress keeps gnomes as servants. They have to clean up after her cats all day long, and she feeds the slow gnomes to get pets. This is a very dangerous place. Go ahead, let's free our brothers. An alley overgrown with dense bushes leads towards the house. Is it safer to take the path or to sneak through the bushes to avoid being seen? I think we go through the center. You decide that your squad looks more imposing while out in the open. You approach the house even though you hear rustling and dissatisfied hissing in the bushes on the sides. Now that you're at the house, you need to decide how to get inside as to not attract the attention of the cat lady and her woolly killers. Do we go through the main entrance, through the basement, or through the kitchen? I mean, there's going to be cats in the kitchen. I'm probably in the main entrance basement. It doesn't look like anyone has been in the basement of the old house for a long time. Everything is covered with cobwebs and there's a cat sleeping on an old soft... There's a lot of typos in this. Old sofa, you have the chance to sneak past them. A pile of small coffins in the corner is moving and a gnome gets out of it, putting his finger to his lips and joins your squad. Belmont, the next attack card will heal for 50% of the damage dealt once per battle. Okay. Do we sneak past or attack the cat? Never attack the cats, always try and sneak. Which we did successfully. Slow, the first floor work, and they keep gnomes. In the pantry or in the toilet. I mean, I guess they'd keep them in the pantry if they're going to eat them. You go into the pantry, there are several gnomes chained in collars, which you release. But as soon as you were about to go out, several cats fall in who seem to be going to sleep here. You need to hide somewhere urgently. So we've got a Dr. Gnome and a Master of Puppets. We hide in a pile of smelly old dresses. Or in a basket of oranges. Cats don't like oranges. You hide in a basket of oranges. The cats slink by, but wrinkle their noses at the smell of citrus, scampering off to find a place to sleep. As soon as the felines begin to nap, you and your squad quietly leave the pantry. It looks like there are no captured gnomes on the first floor. You head up the stairs to the second floor when you suddenly hear the patter of cat paws. Do we freeze or tear off our buttons? I think we tear off our buttons. You command your squad to rip the buttons off their shirts. As soon as the cats appear on the stairs, you shout, "Throw the buttons!" And a flurry of tiny objects shower the first floor. The cats. How can there be so many typos in this? I don't know if the developers don't speak English as a first language, but I don't know. Even so, there's a lot of typos. The cats run after the objects, playing games with them. The way up is open. Go up to the second floor. In front of you on the second floor are the huge doors to the master bedroom. Snoring and snuffling can be heard from behind the door. Quietly open it. In front of you is a huge bedroom. There are several cages with gnomes hanging from the ceiling, and the whole floor is littered with sleeping cats. It looks like the crazy cat lady is sleeping on a high bed. Only one cat is awake. She stands on the ottoman above the sleepers and stares at you, ready to meow loudly. "Oh, how beautiful you are, kitty." The cat looks at you in surprise, but she clearly likes the praise. She starts rubbing against the ottoman. You keep praising the fat cat. Do we approach carefully or release the gnomes? I think it's time to not push our luck and just release the gnomes. You praise the cat while your guys release all the prisoners from the cages. Excellent work. When all of the gnomes are released, you whistle loudly and the whole squad repeats your whistle, creating a tremendous sound. The awakened cats run away in fear and you are left alone with the now awake mistress. Attack the lady or talk to her? I mean, we should try conversation first. You explained long and patiently to an old woman, achievement unlocked, that gnomes are not servants or cat food. Surprisingly, the lady believes you. She gives you some cat toys with precious stones and promises not to keep gnomes in cages anymore. It looks like this is the magic power that they call diplomacy. And you know, rescued. Okay, good. And I guess we added them to our unlocked gnomes in the camp so we can pick them on future runs. That's the first time I've completed that successfully. If you pick the wrong options, then you get into a battle with cats. And like I said earlier, the cats are really pretty dangerous. It's pretty hard to kill them fast enough. Firefly Forest, I have tried. We have to beat Chapter 2 to unlock that. Which I have not yet done. But I think that's probably a good place to wrap it up. You can try this prologue out for yourself now. It is on Steam. I really like it. I mean, there's a lot in it. There's this mission, which I have done successfully before. And then there's Nomovo, which I'm guessing is the final mission in the prologue. This mission is really, really hard. I tried it a couple of times and just failed miserably both times. I love the art. I think the art is great. I think the music is good. It looks like a nice game. Obviously, there's an issue with typos that need to be fixed. There's a question around the wieners, which I know a lot of people have raised on Steam. And the way there just doesn't seem to be enough opportunities to get the number of wieners that you need. I mean, we never actually ran out. But I think if we'd have survived that fight in Act 2, we would have got to a point where we would have run out. And then, yeah, randomly our gnomes effectively start being removed from our deck. And if it happens to be the mana-generating gnomes that get randomly removed, then you're basically screwed. So that doesn't feel great. It feels like they need to do some kind of rebalancing or something around that. But otherwise, I do like the idea of, of having the wieners and having to choose, do you want to add more gnomes to your squad? And not only does it increase your deck size, but it also increases the amount of wieners you have to buy. So that is a nice kind of trade-off that you've got to make there. So it'd be interesting to see how this game continues developing. I think it's been in development for quite a while. Like I say, there is another demo for the main game. So the demo can be accessed on the main Union of Gnomes page. But then on the prologue page is the prologue on Steam. And the demo, you are just doing fights. So there's no movement on an overland map. And it's just wave after wave of progressively escalating fights. I didn't really like it when I played it. I spent... so on my first attempt, I got to wave 43, and I was still going after an hour and a half. And it felt too easy and too grindy. So I think that could do to be tightened up a bit, made it a bit harder, make the enemies escalate in difficulty faster. And then that might be a good alternate mode, because you don't have to worry about wieners in that mode, other than they change the way that they're used. So you have like 3 special abilities that you can use in fights, and they cost wieners. And in between each wave, you get the opportunity to either buy more wieners or buy upgrades for your gnomes. So there's some kind of interesting choices there, but yeah, the balancing on that currently feels a bit off as well. But yeah, I think it's a promising game. It will be interesting to see how it turns out. But for now, that's going to do it from me. Thank you for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day. And until next time, Speedy Aligner signing out. Bye for now.